Hey everybody, I'm Ilushia. We finished playing Marathon, and these are my final thoughts. We are back on the level before the last level on Try Again. I wanted to show you guys the multiplayer levels, but they took the level select cheat out of the game, it seems, so I can't level select my way to them, and if I try to create a game for multiplayer directly, I can't seem to start it if nobody else is in the game, so I can't show you those levels. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm gonna lavatize. Yeah, apparently you can't swim in this game. That doesn't happen until the second game, I guess. Also, you can't fire your guns underwater, which is not very surprising. I don't think the plasma gun does what it does in this later games either. But anyway, so this game is one of my favorites. One of the most amazingly well put together games I have ever played. On a scale of like 1 to 10, this is a solid 9 to 9.5. The only reason I wouldn't give it a 10 is that there are places where the difficulty's a little bit sharp, and there are bits of it where, like, some of the things are really, really hard and unfair. But, you know, if you're willing to accept the design philosophy behind the game, it is incredibly fun. I highly recommend anybody who wants to have a great first-person shooter experience with an old-style first-person shooter, go and play this game. It's free, there's really no reason not to give it a try, it's incredibly enjoyable, the plotline is amazingly well done, especially considering the era in which this game was done. The plotline for a first-person shooter was basically just go shoot things, and that was about it. The other things worth noting is, will I be doing the other two games in this series? Yes. I will not be doing them immediately, though. I have some other things I want to do between now and then. Will I continue doing games? Yes, I will. I had a ton of fun doing this. I actually really enjoy commentary. Even though my commentary was probably pretty weak in places, I had a lot of fun doing this. A lot more than I was expecting. I was sort of expecting like I would get 3 or 4 episodes in, and that would sort of feel like a drag, but every time I went to record a new episode, like, it might have felt kind of draggish to get started, but once I got started, it was just, I had too much fun to stop, so I was recording like 4 or 5 episodes at a time. Third thing to note, what was the other thing I wanted to talk about? That's a good question. Wow, I lost my train of thought real fast this time. There are 2 other games in this series, obviously. Our second game will deal with some of the fallout from this game, obviously. I did note that thing at the end of the last level for a reason. On the whole, I would say that this game is probably one of my favorite games of all time. So I'm really glad to have a chance to show it with everyone and share it. And I believe I showed them every single secret terminal in the game as well, which makes me actually really happy. Because actually some of those terminals, I'll admit, I had never seen before. Some of them I had, a lot of them I had. Some of them I knew what were on them, but I had no idea where they were because I had never found them when I was playing the game. I had only ever seen them through, like, record logs. I will warn you of this when we get to the second and third games. They are nothing like as hardcore, as hard sci-fi as this game. And I know this game is hard to describe as hard sci-fi, but compared to the second and third game, it really is in a lot of ways. The second game is fairly decently spread between that. The third game is really weird, so be prepared. I do know what game Actually, I'm not positive what game I'm going to do next. I have 3 games I would like to do, and we'll see what... I'll probably ask some of my friends and see what they think I should do next. I also want to do some more, like, smaller, less long-term kind of things. Like, I would love to do a couple of episodes about some of the multiplayer competitive games that I play, like as one-off kind of things that I'll probably do at some point. So, what else is there to say? I had tons of fun doing this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. This has been really enjoyable. I've been Ilushia. This series has been awesome, and I'll see you guys later.